Hello and welcome back to Song Reaction Analysis with your girl JVB. How are you guys doing today? Thank you so much for coming onto my channel and checking out my reaction videos. And thank you for subscribing, for hitting the notification button, and for liking and commenting and suggesting all these amazing bands. In case you don't know who I am yet, my name is Jacqueline Van Bierk. I'm a singer-songwriter, I'm a vocal performance coach, I'm a music composer and producer, and I love doing reaction videos for you guys. Today we have a new band on this channel that came highly recommended, that I have never heard of, but they sound so intriguing. The name of the band is Heilung, which means, I'm German, so that means in German, healing. And from what I understand, the members are they're an experimental folk music band. They're made up of members from Denmark, Norway, and I guess from Germany. And that makes sense because apparently they sing in many different languages. And they, I think, also make up a lot of their own instruments. So I'm super intrigued to find out more about that band. And I decided to start with their song Krigsgaldr, which honestly, I don't know what that means. Krieg in German means war, but it's spelled differently. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but this is a live performance that I believe is actually in a church. And you know, I love runes. I actually have a rune on my arm, which is the harvest rune. And I can already see on the cover of this video that they speak like, oh, it's just so intriguing, and it looks like it's really spiritual and shamanic, and oh man. All right, whoever suggested this, I already love you. Let's get into it. Let's check it out. And please, I cannot wait for you to recommend other stuff of this, because man, let's do this. I love the rooms. I don't even want to stop, but I want to stop. First of all, that I feel like I'm like in a tribe, like that. It feels so tribal. It feels so shamanic, and yeah, Heilung, healing. I feel like you really getting into a trance. So I didn't want to stop, and I know it's a long song, but there's something about all these instrumentations, and I love their outfits. I love that whole beautiful setup. It's just like, wow, it's gonna be. What was that? I love that. Wow. I don't even want to stop, but I feel like I have to stop and talk a little bit. I really, oh my God, this is so spiritual to me. Well, I just want to really just like burn some incense and like go and sit down and meditate, and at the same time just chant and like sing and dance and really release, because there's so much releasing in movement, and I feel that's what it does. It's like very therapeutic. It's so, her voice is beautiful, and I love the instrumentation. It's just like very oh, I'm so into this. This is really, really, really cool. Very awesome.
language of the soul. What if I want to tell you to leave me and my beloved ones in peace? But you only understand the language of the soul. I let the blade be the talker, so my tongue shall become iron, and words don't might you roar a war, revealing my divine anger's arrows shall strike all action for the good of all. I see my reflection in your eyes. My new age has just begun. Sword is soft, the fire of the furnace. It hungers to be hit and wants to have 100 sisters. In the coldest state of their existence, they may dance the maddest in the morass of the red rain. Beloved brother, enemy, I sing my soul song for you, the lullaby of obliteration, so I can wake up with a smile, bliss in my heart, and bliss in my heart, bliss in my heart.
What the hell was that? That is like okay. I think it's good to listen to this while you're sober. You might be thinking there's voices speaking in your head. I absolutely dig this. This is so out there and so cool. And it really talks to your subconscious. It's, what was he saying? I only speak the language you understand.
But you only understand the language of the soul.
The language of the soul.
So my tongue shall become iron, and words don't might you roar a war, revealing my divine anger's arrows shall strike all action for the good of all. I see my reflection in your eyes. My new age has just begun. Sword is soft, the fire of the furnace. It hungers to be hit and wants to have 100 sisters. In the coldest state of their existence, they may dance the maddest in the morass of the red rain. Beloved brother, enemy, I sing my soul song for you, the lullaby of obliteration, so I can wake up with a smile, bliss in my heart, and bliss in my heart, bliss in my heart. Coexistence, conflict, compact, infestation, regeneration, transformation. That is the best I can do for you. I see a great loop on the horizon. Promises a powerful sun to rise. No fire, it will make the old fires of purification, purification. Look like dying embers. 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 Look like dying embers.
wow. I'm a little speechless. I didn't know what to expect, but what I love is like there was like this whole, it's like a ritual, like soul cleansing. I don't know, like it was just really mesmerizing, spellbinding, and I really freaking love all the instruments they have on stage. And I love her look. She looks so beautiful. I love all the outfits. It's like a very, oh my god, like I can't wait to like check them out more. Any of you that have seen them live or know more about them, tell me more about them. I want to know more about them. Like um it was really interesting, and there was like a little contrast going on with his voice being like so really kind of almost like nasty, like "Rah," that little like the voice inside. And then her voice being so angelic and beautiful. But there's something about the music that is just so, ooh, I'm a sucker for like world music in general. I used to listen to a lot of world music actually, like many years ago, and that brings me back. I was like, wow, I love this somewhat experimental. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more like going back to our roots, like the earthy sounds, the very all like earthy instruments and like self-made instruments, and like with the bones and with the like all the percussive instrumentations they had. um wow, that was absolutely enchanting and interesting and artsy, and I would almost call this like avant-garde folk. Because it's like it's not typical folk, it's got a little bit of like folk, goth, Celtic, shamanic elements in it. It's hard to describe, I feel. In the description, in the comments below, let me know how you would define this. And we don't have to put it in a box anyway, right? Because music is music, and I love, there's something about this that I'm like, holy moly, I want to explore more of this. And it must be a trip to see them live. That must be so freaking awesome seeing them live. Um, so with that said, I always want to leave you with something positive and inspiring at the end of each reaction analysis. And I just want to say that I brought up the box and not having to fit in a box. And I think it's really important for all of us to understand that you don't need to fit in. You don't need to be in a box, live in a box. People always want to put us in a box that we're all the same, and this is like the life you're supposed to live when you're a certain age, or when you're a certain race, or whatever, when you're certain qualifications. And my message to you is like, step outside the box and be different and do your own thing, and even if that means you are not the majority, you're the black sheep, you are the outcast, you feel like the underdog sometimes. The best thing you can do is be the underdog, because you are unique and you are embracing your own opinions. You are actually following your authentic self, and not following other people's perception of who you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to be or do. um so yeah, and I know in music a lot of times, when I understand for the purpose of placing music in film and TV and stuff like that, that people want to know, what style of music you are, what artists you would compare yourself to. And for me, sometimes for my own music, it's hard for me to compare myself to other people. So others will usually tell me, oh, this reminds me of blah, 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 whatever. But, they always want to put us in a box, and we don't have to live in a box. The box can be breaking a lamp. The box can be just a stage. Open it up, fold it up, and make it a stage, and make it whatever you want it to be, and go as far to this or to that or to this as you want. You know what I mean? Like, just be yourself and be as crazy and as artsy and as out there as you want to be, because that reminds me of that. Like, this band to me is like so out there, and yet there's so many different blends of different styles that it makes it just so freaking unique and amazing that I want to explore more of that. So thank you for suggesting this band. I will definitely explore more of them. And with that said, guys, you have an amazing rest of the day or week. And don't forget to subscribe and comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of this band. And of course, hit the like button. It helps the algorithm of the channel. And I want to grow this channel so that I can bring you more reactions and song analysis and also my own music. And if you like what I'm wearing, by the way, this is one of my creations. It's the sun protective shawl, and this is actually the hoodie version. You can find that in the links below by Jack Van B clothing line, and holidays are coming up, so maybe you want to get some for your sister, for your wife, for your girlfriend, for your cousin's wife, for your mom. I don't know. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.